Going on? It's your boy Big Diesel coming at you live in effect, baby. Hey, why are you doing what you're doing, and what does it mean to you? Why are you doing what you're doing, and what does it mean to you? I have to ask myself this question constantly on a day-to-day basis, because truth is, if I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing and what it really means to me, then I'll give up. And so will you. A lot of times we start tasks or go into something thinking that this is what we want, or this is what we need to have in our life, a new job, or starting some kind of new program. And later on down that line, it gets hard. And right then and there, we realize it's not what I really want. I'm not really willing to go the extra mile for this thing. So it all goes back to, why did you start it in the first place? What was you really hoping to get out of that? You know what I mean? What does it really mean to you? Because if it means nothing, then of course, when it gets hard, you're going to quit. If it meant nothing, then of course, when it gets hard, you're going to quit. Quitting isn't always a full submission of giving up. Quitting is not willing to go the extra mile, not willing to push that much harder, not willing to accept the challenge and find a way around it. I like to say, if I'm at a job and I really need this job because this is how I plan on feeding my family, and this is what I really want to do, then when everything goes wrong, I keep going. You know what I'm saying? Let me explain. When I first got into this trucking business, I was hit with so many obstacles, man. I remember like yesterday, the first week I tried to actually go into trucking, I left my ID and I had to turn around. So I couldn't go to school that week because I didn't have my identification card. It hurt. I was excited. I was pumped up. I was ready. I was revved up to go. And then all of a sudden, I had to abandon that dream. Well, I could have quit there, but nope. I went back the next week, bought my ID this time. I get there, and I get turned around because of one of my health conditions. So I'm there. I'm looking at it. I'm about to start this career, and then boom, they tell me, well, we can't proceed with you. We can't hire you. You have to go back and take care of this health condition, and it may take up to 3 to 5 weeks. When you're done with that, come back and talk to us. I was devastated. Before that happened, I literally went through a career change and transition point where I hit rock bottom, man. I was broke, didn't have anything to my name, and here I am trying to get into trucking, and two obstacles out of nowhere came, and it crushed me, man. I remember sitting in that hotel room that night. And it's so cliche, but it's real, man. I'm looking out the window over St. Louis, tears coming out of my eyes, and I'm on the phone with my mother, and she couldn't tell me anything, and she just kept saying, pray. I remember praying to God, like, man, this has to be punishment, So I went home. I went back to my roots, and I got help to get my physical done, my permit done. So I succeeded in getting these two things done, and then I called another company. They told me to come up. I came up, and they let me go to school, man. So I get there, and I'm thinking, okay, here it goes. I'm here now. We in here, baby. It's time to make it happen. And then all of a sudden, I can't straight line back. First day I failed. Second day was cut day. You don't make it the second day, we gotta let you go. I've been trying all morning and I just couldn't get it, man. I remember thinking to myself, this can't be it. So this is when it comes to right here. Why are you doing what are you doing? And why are you doing it? What about this means something to you? Does it mean anything? It meant everything. I was broke. Without this, I would be broke. I had nothing to fall back on. So I did everything I could, man, and by the grace of God, I made it through that straight line back. I'm like, all right, made it through my first obstacle. And then I get to the skills part of the test, Because when it came to paperwork and remembrance and stuff, aced this pre-trip. When I get to the skills part of the test, and I'm just bombing it, man. I killed the first one, murdered the second one, but then I got to the 90 and I just couldn't do it. And I remember when I failed that first week, you get 1 week to fail and then you're on a probational period. It's like getting held back because everyone else in your class moves forward and you have to sit back with the new classes coming in. Very humbling experience, man, because I just felt like I was supposed to be with those guys. But once again, why are you doing what you're doing? Excuse that. And what does it mean to you? It meant everything to me, man. So I persisted through that weekend. I conquered that week. I could have quit. If you're counting 4 times already, I could have quit. And you might not seem like big obstacles, but believe me, they're huge, man. They were huge. So I get to the road exam part of the training, and I got with this trainer, man, and he was very hard on me the whole time, and it just, he was, you know, at times discouraging, because he would just making something, you're making no strides forward. And I remember giving everything I had and just feeling like I wasn't going to pass. So I went to take my test, and I aced, once again, I aced the pre-trip. But then I got to my skills, and I maxed out on points. I had no room for error. And I made it. When I got my license, man, I felt over-accomplished. I felt like I just did something that was the hardest thing I ever did in my life. It was the toughest road I ever took in my life. And when I look back on it, I felt accomplished. But it didn't stop there, man. I get to the road, and I have a trainer, and he's teaching me how to drive at this point, and it was just the hardest thing I ever done. I didn't know driving a truck could be so hard. Backing up a truck could be so hard, and making those turns and shifting. And it was humbling, man. I went through so much to get it, but I got it. And now I've been driving for a year and some change, and man, I'm damn near one of the best shifters I know. I've trained 2 students successfully. I know how to back a trailer around the corner, up the hill, and down in the alley, man. I can blind side, sight side, it doesn't matter. And people see my success financially, and me in this truck, and then other people, you know, the students who I've trained got in, and just see how easy I do it. And no one's seen the process. It was the process that really got me to this point. And through the process came so many obstacles of why are you doing this? Because if I didn't have a true reason why I wanted this thing so bad, I would have gave up. So I challenge you guys, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, man, truly think about that this morning. Like, why am I doing what I'm doing? What does it mean to me? Because if it doesn't have any kind of real value to you, man, quit it now. Save yourself the trouble. Because storms will come. They will come, man. I promise you that. If I can give you anything else, and I'm the most positive person you know, if I can give you anything else, man, storms will come. You got to be prepared for them. And why you're doing what you're doing and what it means to you, it's going to be the reason why you either go forward or go back. It's your boy, Big Diesel, signing out.